he brought his friend, and
First
they
of all,
entertained, played games.
he's a man, and they are both men. And one thing I have learned about men, for folks that claim that they forget things and forget dates, and they have good time management. In the words of SZA, you take Wednesday, Thursday, send him back to my way. Think I got it covered for the weekend. Hello, everybody. Everybody's not okay. Like,
welcome to Grown Folks Talking. I'm your host, DK Season, joined by my special co-host,
Lola Chanel.
Today we're going to be covering Harlem, Season 3, Episodes 3 and 4. We're going to skip synopsis and we're going to go straight to the meat of the cliffhanger from Episode 4. Seth says he loves Quinn. Quinn says vice versa. I dig you. They
Entanglement.
Entanglement. He gets a phone call late at night. It's a woman by the name of Sabrina. He says something like, "I'm here with Quinn.
I'm sorry I stayed over."
So sorry. Love you too," or something like that. Do you think that is a setup for the audience? And then Quinn opens her eyes. Do you think it's a setup for us, the audience, and Quinn?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's kind of the whole these two episodes, it's lovey-dovey with Kai and Eve, and then Angie and Michael, and then Quinn and Seth, and then something happens to make you question the lovey-dovey. Do you think this is a setup? Meaning Sabrina is not who we think she is. I'll let you talk.
Now that you put it that way.
What was your initial thought?
It could be a scheme set up by Todd. Who knows? It could absolutely be a scheme. My initial thoughts was, well, the girl told you that he had a harem of women. And
the stylist.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
You decided to go on with it. First of all, it was just, for this show, it was just too good to be true. He's this knight in shining armor. First of all, if you come into the relationship saying no strings attached, we're just gonna be, having fun, I'm not looking for a relationship. Mm-hmm. And you never said, okay, now what, are we exclusive? Is there anybody else? My very first question that people should ask if you're single: is there somebody at home who would be very upset
you are here with me,
that you are here with me, we in the hours? Is there anyone out there who is claiming you as their own? Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, lay it all out on the table. Lay it all out on the table. Because, the girlies sometimes be like, we're just having fun. And then they be like, I don't want you to have fun with other people, though.
And I agree with you. And it was all, Quinn is very much lovey-dovey. And
as a lover girl, yes. You can't.
In the whole essence or the black love scene.
When she did that whole thing, I was like, oh, she's down bad. She's down bad. You're down bad.
But she was like, I don't want to say anything, we just had a really great time. It was very fantasy. She was in fantasy land, and then she asked me, what do you think?
So episode 5, after she's found this information, the only thing she can go forward with is asking, hey, so we're not, you have somebody else, or is that a kid, a mom, a sister, I don't know. Or is it another lady? Because now I need to. The lady told you that he had a harem. Do you know what that means?
But he's been hanging out with her. He brought his friend, and they
first of all,
entertained, played games.
He's a man, and they are both men. And one thing I have learned about men, for something for folks that claim that they forget things and forget dates, and they have good time management. In the words of SZA, you take Wednesday, Thursday, send him back to my way. Think I got it
Oh.
covered for the weekend.
Oh.
Hello, everybody's not okay. But
That's very good.
I
I
don't.
think it's a setup, but I see
It could
this
be a
show.
setup.
This show is very much like false sense of security, where
Mm-hmm.
it's too perfect. Like Angie and Michael is another example where it's too perfect in season 2, like how they met and he taught her how to ride a bike, and then we're seeing chinks in the armor in this season, but then they
Oh,
work it out. And
I
we'll
love
go
how
into
they've
that.
been working it out. Well, okay, we'll go into it, but I do
We'll
love
go
how
into
they've been
that.
working it
But
out.
with Quinn, she's very much like knight in shining armor. I'm gonna meet him. We click. He supports my
Mm-hmm.
business, and he looks good. He's an act. All the things he checks off all the lists.
All the
And I
boxes.
will say they're going very fast
Oh, hot and
and
heavy.
hiding
Well,
really
that's the
fast.
thing. I don't. They're not going really fast. We're time jumping
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess
because
so.
in was it episode 2? Camille is early pregnancy, 12 weeks,
You're
and
right.
by episode
Now
4,
she's
we're
8 months.
8 months. So
You're right.
they've been
They
together for at least 8 months.
That's true. Very true. I'm very much like I take some pages out of Quinn, and I think Sabrina is a fake. I think Sabrina is his sister. That's my theory. I can
Mm.
I can be proven wrong because if he has a harem, I'm surprised he admitted, that I
Yeah.
care about you. If indeed this is just a 8 month type, I got a
And
baby
then,
here,
and
I
it
got some
very
kids.
well could be a sister or someone like that, very non-romantic relationship. And my prediction would be Quinn goes off on the deep end and messes it up.
Yeah, yeah. She don't believe him. Yeah. All right.
Yikes, that sucks.
It does. Let's go back up to the beginning of episode 3, which is
Hmm.
titled "Can We Talk?" And it was, and again, they didn't play the song. Play the song. Give me a
Maybe they did it.
second.
Maybe they didn't have no money
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
or
Let's
they didn't want to put it towards the budget.
understandable. So Camille is at the doctor's office, and we see healthcare and healthcare insurance and finances come into play
Every,
when it comes to being a freelance writer, stepping out on faith, writing this book, and
mm,
then you have a baby that you need to provide medical service for and get blood tests and all that kind of stuff. So she's having to get some money quickly.
and a sap.
ASAP, indeed. And so begrudgingly going in, and them and their porch conversations, it's just bizarre to me that the person carrying your child, y'all have these conversations outside
Well,
the
she
house.
chose it this time. This was her choice.
This is true.
This
This is
was
true.
her choice not to go inside while
Portia
what's
was
her
cooking.
name? Portia was making pastries and and and
Big,
and and all the things, being a house homemaker. I mean,
and only having a minute.
you in this case, I would be in my feelings because y'all broke up because you said you wanted no babies.
Mm-hmm.
You get pregnant. He's moved on. You can't be mad, sister. I mean, I can understand why you're mad. I
Okay,
too
sure.
would feel some type of way because I would,
Mm-hmm.
but you also chose to carry the baby. So these are your options.
So you're siding with Ian when he says, remember, she was upset because he revealed that him and Portia are doing embryos and
Hmm.
trying, and
Hmm.
she was like, "How come you didn't tell me that
Because you
after we?"
said you were get it. You said that you've made your decision. This is your body. I mean, huh?
So you siding with light skinned Ian?
I hate siding with a light skinned man, but I'm gonna have to be neutral. I won't say I'm siding with him. How about that? But let's be for real. You can't take the children's way out. you now have to co-parent with me and my lady.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
Mm-hmm.
can't do that, now I'm
Do
no
you?
longer on his side when we get to episode 4.
Yeah, I
That's what I'm
knew.
saying. Come
I
on
knew.
now. Come on.
I, I was like, I posed it out there because I'm gonna see what Lola says.
Now
I'm gonna
you
see what she
now
says.
you know me. Come on.
Exactly,
Now
exactly.
one thing I've
And then
always say,
episode 4 said, "Oh,
the
she
woman
back."
is always right. Now I will be like at the back, like with my friends were on. Once we had a earshot of everybody where I defended her, I'll be like, "Now sis, you know you was wrong, but I'm gonna stick beside you."
We'll stick beside you. Do you think Portia knows that Camille is pregnant?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Because
Well,
I only say that because she's very nonplussed. She's unbothered by Camille and Ian in these
well,
conversations on the
that's the
porch.
thing. Portia was his friend's sister from around the way.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like she's never known about Camille, never known their history. At this point, you knew who he was with before you got with her, and I'm pretty sure he told you, like, yeah, we were still messing around. I would hope that the conversation that we have not seen is she knows. I would hope she knows because, like I said, we've time jumped. So now in episode 4, she's 8 months pregnant, and he's still very active in her
That's true.
life.
That's true.
I
Okay,
would hope that
that's
was the
true.
conversation. Now, if we get to the baby being born and she don't know now,
That's when I'd have to talk to the writers because she's
because what,
visibly
girl,
showing.
huh?
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
What's going on, Laurel? What's going on?
Moving on to Ty and the reason why she's celibate. How are you feeling with
Is
her
it
and
Eva
Eve?
or it's Eve? Read her down. She said when they were in the museum and she was like, because you know they were sharing their coming out stories, and she was
Yes.
like, so you just up and left. You no conversation, no nothing. And she and the wheels started. You could tell when somebody has been therapized and has done the work
Mm.
in their own mind, and they hear people say stuff, and they be like, "Oh, you need to go sit on that lady's couch immediately." Cause what do
Immediately.
you mean? She said, "So when's the last time you talked to your parents?" When I left that
Mm.
morning. I'm sorry. Huh? Not even a Dear Jane letter?
That was news to me because in the last season, when she was talking with her cousin, and they were just talking about grandma and thinking
Mm-hmm.
that their grandma knew that they were part of the LGBT community. I guess I just assumed
Yeah.
she left because they knew and she left, not that she left and they never knew.
As a Southern child of a Southern Baptist preacher and heavily in the church influence family,
Mm-hmm.
I can understand why she chose that route of being like, I actually don't want to go through this because the scrutiny behind it. Oh, girl,
Yeah,
you
and the fear. There's just
the
a general fear of
just the
not being
general
accepted.
fear. It is a fear of not wanting to be perceived as a mistake maker or the scarlet letter child in a Southern family is a deep rooted fear. It is like I don't want to disappoint anybody, and then growing up at the church like as a PK, and then everybody just knowing your business because girl, everybody be knowing your business. It's just like,
Business. Mm-hmm.
eh. I would run away too. I would run away too.
And never and but never it's also like they never reached out, she never reached out, so or maybe they have and we just don't know.
Mhm.
We just don't know. It's
I would love
it's
to see her
unfortunate.
backstory with that though. I would
Mm-hmm.
love to see a parent's scene with that because I wouldn't run away. My mother, I could never run away from her. So I don't know. I was like,
It's
Ty,
sticky.
tell me more. Tell me
Yeah,
more.
but her big bomb dropping in the earlier seasons was she was married.
She was married,
And
and that's the crazy thing. So we're because now I have so many more questions because like were her and her husband staying with her parents? Or did she just go see them that morning before she left?
or did she leave, get married?
No,
I
I
don't. We
don't
need to
think
know the
so
timeline.
because her husband was a family friend. Like he was
That's right.
ingrained in her life, so he would have been the acceptable choice.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
can't
guess
I
not.
can't be left off on that cliffhanger. Well, we see
Mm-hmm.
in episode 4 that she is thinking about going to see them. She's been looking at airplane tickets. I have to know more. Oh my gosh, get the writers on the phone. What would have happened in season 5? Guys, no, I can't. I can't. Please, somebody call me, email me, please. Who was the writers of these episodes? Hold on, let me go to it. Okay, so the writers for this episode 4, was Erin Michelle Williams, Azzy Myra Dungy, and Tracy Oliver, of course, because Tracy Oliver is a staple writer in
Yeah.
this series. She is the creator as well, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Then episode 3 was Azzy Myra Dungy, Alicia Cohen, and Tracy Oliver. Hey guys, please, oh my gosh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna find you. Get it to my
Exactly.
producer bag and email you my damn self because I need to know. Like, what was your like? Because writers have, even though they don't give us the whole story, they have the
Right.
whole
They have
story
the
in
whole
the
story.
back
Yeah.
of their
It's
mind. They
very
have it
effective.
written down what this person has gone through, everything. So even if we don't see it, they have it. So tell me, guys, because now I need to know. Like, okay, so did how was it?
Was she married and then had lunch breakfast with them and then dipped, or did she dip, get married, and then dip again?
I think she was married, had lunch. That would be the only thing that makes sense. Because if you think about it, okay, let's go into the deep dive.
All right.
So, all right, I know how Ty is as a girl who grew up in a very small town, went to
Mm-hmm.
church in an even smaller town,
Mm-hmm.
and being a pastor's daughter, essentially. Very rooted in the church, vacation Bible school, Bible study, watch night, all of
Absolutely.
the revival. Okay, church is life. So you married the acceptable man because in the church we know as Christians they teach the girls you can't be out here. You settle down.
No.
You wanna
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
You go marry that young man. He's a good man. He worked down at the paper mill. You be quiet and you be his wife, and you let
And have
him do what
kids.
he want and have the babies.
Absolutely.
So
And they go to
m-
church too.
my and they go to church too because we got to keep the generations in the church.
Mm-hmm.
My logic would be the parents knew who he was, accepted the husband, and so she felt trapped because I don't like men.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't have my special friend because now
Yes.
they looking crazy and they on to me.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here. What's the furthest place I can go that
Mm-hmm.
I know my people is not up and driving to me? New York. They're not
There you
going to
go.
Sin City, the Big
Mm-hmm.
Apple, all that what is it, promiscuousness, whatever the
Yes.
word is,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
promiscuity.
Yeah. None of
They're
that.
not. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. But I have so many more questions as well. Like I gotta go back. Did Ty change her name? Because if she built a
A
app,
business. Mm-hmm.
a huge business, she's worth money. She has
Mm-hmm.
money. Did she change her name? Like I need Ty's backstory. Damn. Now I need to go down the rabbit hole of Ty. Give
I
her
didn't think
her
we were
own
gonna go there.
show. Give me
Yeah,
a
I didn't think
mini
we were gonna get
series.
there.
I'll even take a mini series.
Yeah,
Somebody
like
put
a
it on
three,
YouTube.
a
Matter of
limited
fact,
three.
if the writers and the directors and the stars want to get a Patreon, I will buy the Patreon. Just give me the lore and the backstory. Damn, I'm so confused. Okay.
Moving on to
Moving on.
Quinn for in episode 3, where we find out Seth's stylist drags her online, and then Ty and Angie were like, "What are you gonna do?" And Quinn takes an approach that reminded me of Tabitha Brown when Tabitha Brown and Wendy Williams, like remember,
Yeah.
Wendy Williams dragged Tabitha for retiring her husband, and then Tabitha
Eloquently. Could we both have it? The tongue and our mouths.
Eloquently shaded her in the best possible way, just to say,
And you know what? Wendy ain't been right since. That prayer. Wendy ain't had a good moment since. Damn. Touch not.
Yeah, so I said that was because Quinn made it her own, and Quinn, she's not gonna go down in the muck and go tit for tat over this. She said we need to work together, and the result was she's no longer his stylist. She is now dating him. Thoughts?
First thought, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I gotta remember that one day we're gonna be famous, and the people are gonna see this. I was trying to say something.
For the character or for the person?
For the person.
All right.
Not Grace Byers.
Okay.
You got it.
All right.
I was like,
I loved it. You didn't like it. You didn't like the elegant shade.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I was like, we could have left that scene out. The scene on both sides. Cut that scene next time. Because it was yeah, it was different. It was something.
Just I appreciate it because normally when people air out their grievances on social media or online, we're fighting.
One thing about it is I'm the people are not gonna like me as a celebrity because I'm taking the road of she's clearly talking to herself. I don't know what I'm not going back and forth with you on the internet. What? Catch me outside. How about that?
Oh. Moving on. Let's go to
overall. I love the banter, but I was just like that cameo, that whole scene. I could have done without.
All right. Moving on to Angie and Michael. They are at Cipriani's. Yeah, venue shopping. And we learn she's all, she wants the glitz and the glamour, and
she wants a production.
She wants production. He's like, and he revealed that his family and him don't get along, and so
they wouldn't support him.
They wouldn't support him, so he's gonna have nobody on his side, and just everybody's on her side.
I have questions.
Go ahead.
Because I thought in season 2 how Quinn and him met was through Quinn's mom and his mom. Is that not what happened?
Yeah.
Right. Because they go to the country club together.
Country club. Mm-hmm. Oh, you think they missed that? So maybe he has a relationship with his mom, but
not everybody else. He did say that he doesn't get along with most of his family, and he didn't want it to be a sea of her people, and then having to explain why, all his 300 cousins are at his wedding. I mean, that's understandable, but he could have. It's for the writing purposes. We needed this long, prolonged, drawn out thing of why he didn't want it, and I understand. But the more I watch him, the more he's starting to irk me because it's like
let's go to episode 4 because that's when it really comes to light. And my question for you is: did you think Angie was going to tank her big moment for the song "Drugs My Booty" because he got in her head?
She almost did. Did.
Did you think when the show was about to start, when she was like, "Hey, do we have to do that song?"
I thought she was going to. I thought because when she talked to when she talked to Ty, I was like, oh, she's really second guessing this now. I thought
Mm-hmm.
she was gonna quit. I thought she was gonna quit, and I was like, and if anybody knows that, especially as an actor, you do all the grunt work, you do all the gigs. You don't want to be typecast, but 9 times out of 10, most Black women are typecast and
Yeah.
whatever, because
Whether you
even
want to or not.
whether you want to or not, her character, her like I watch her social media, and honestly, Shonday, to me sometimes be acting like Angie Wilson on her social media.
Oh,
So
really?
it's like, I mean, but overall, it's like I was like, I don't like how he's doing that, because they won't be able to see her work in this to give her a larger role.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this episode was directed by Tasha Smith. Shout out to Tasha Smith.
Okay, you know Tasha?
That's Why Did I Get Married?
Oh, she directed that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, she's in that.
Mm-hmm. I want to say her name is Tasha in that. No, Angela. And Why Did I Get Married?
Oh.
Tasha,
I had to see her face.
I
I
was gonna
probably
say,
see her face. I know.
once you
Because I've
see
seen
her
the movie.
face, you're gonna be like, oh, the loud one,
Mm-hmm.
the loud
I was
friend.
gonna say back to Angie and Michael. I thought for people who are creatives who
Mm-hmm.
are in creative industries, and then you have your partner who isn't, and how creative people we put
Yeah,
our body is a body
heart
mental
and
physical
soul into it.
into into the craft, and then you have someone who's not that,
Yeah,
and they don't see the energy and what it takes to bring forth a character, be in a production, music, all that kind of stuff. And so I thought for him and how he was getting in her head, if you have a partner who doesn't support you as a creative, how that can mess with you, because this is a person who you care
it's
about, and vice versa. So if they say,
because
"You sure you want
if
to
they
do
don't
that?"
believe, then I was like,
Yeah.
he was starting to get on my nerves, because I definitely was like, okay, him and this curly comb over that he has is going to piss me off, because what do you mean? I didn't sell those eat quick commission homes because I saw the bigger picture. Okay, well, this is her bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
She wants this. If you think that is silly, because like when the first comment, when he was like, I thought y'all were rehearsing, this looks like you're playing to me. And I was like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
ew, I don't
Yeah.
like it. And then the constant like
not not supporting her career.
not
Like,
supporting
you
her
don't have to.
career.
You don't need money. You don't have to ask for money.
Yeah,
I got.
like
Mm-hmm.
I what you mean I don't need money? You're not gonna take advantage of me. Have me under your thumb. What you say goes, because it's your money. You've got another thing coming, mister.
For sure. So
For
then I
sure.
question, why do you like her? Because
Right.
Angie's been Angie this whole time. She is not dampened her personality or who she is from day one. So
Now I will
who do you
say,
think you who do you think you're marrying?
exactly. She was wrong for going ahead and paying for that without calling him. It would have just had to been let go. You don't make those type of financial decisions without your partner, Angie. And she was
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. But I want her. They do. I want them to compromise, but I do want him to stop. Just stop. Just stop.
I I don't think they're gonna make it.
I don't either. He's had at
Yeah.
least 3 red flags by now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna make it. Now, the moment that I said I wrote down in today's Cletus moment, we're going to end it with Camille. Do you know
Ugh.
of a athlete, who is okay with dating an 8-month pregnant woman he met for the very first time?
Yes.
Really?
Men are easy. I keep telling you this.
8 months? Hello. Let's go out on a
Yes.
date.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I thought y'all, this is TV. There's no way that. And an athlete. He's an athlete.
Men are easy. They are not creatures of thought. It's a lot of air between their ears. I can absolutely see it. I've seen a friend get hit on whilst pregnant.
All right. Okay.
A, a man
Okay.
a man with money is still a man with no money. They don't they they want what they want. If they see she's pretty, she looks vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
This
All right.
little attention that I'm showing her is kind of working.
And then Ian comes to the house and he's like, and Ian's being all, who the
Exactly.
F are you?
Exact. Men are easy. Men are
So
easy.
to end it, the last part where I thought was interesting was Camille and Ian, and in episode 4, and he is upset that old boy is there. He's like, "You pregnant?" And then they go on this emotional
Men
roller
are also
coaster.
territorial as well because
Yes.
he wants her to be sat at home. He don't
Mm-hmm.
want to think about his baby forehead being hit.
I didn't. I didn't see that. I'm gonna. I'm gonna. I'm gonna
Because
slightly pivot.
men they don't know how anything works either. So he was all he could think about was my baby.
Mm-hmm.
He wants her to
But he wasn't
not.
thinking about that baby when he missed Lamont's class. So I
I
thought it was very
And that's where he
poignant when,
lost me again because if something
yes,
happened, a simple call on the way to the hospital because you gotta go to y'all not seeing him right away. A simple call, text, being like, "Oh, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Her daddy, this. Communication is key. It wasn't your
absolutely.
daddy.
That's right. And she said she has to show up. Like she doesn't have a choice. She can't miss things because life happening. You have that option. And
That's why I don't argue with men about single mothers and parenting because your daddy chose to live. So why are you blaming your mama?
mm-hmm,
Your
mm-hmm,
daddy chose to leave. He had a choice. He had left on his own.
on his
So
own.
I don't argue with anybody about single motherhood because you sound stupid. But that's where he lost me. That's where I was like, you at my doorstep after giving me a vague apology and talk about some damn my bad.
After the fact. Yeah, my bad. After the fact. Absolutely.
A simple call on the way to the hospital saying, hey, her father had a heart attack or a stroke or whatever happened and we're on our way to the hospital. I'm not going to be able to make it. And she was right to tell him, you have that option. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to see you. When it's late in the midnight hour and you're busy, you can put your phone on do not disturb for me, thinking nothing matters. And then in the morning, while we at the urgent care, still in the hospital, because the baby done went into anaphylactic shock after getting into peanut butter at 12 a.m. at night.
Okay, come on, Grey's Anatomy.
You exactly you get to lay in your bed until 8 a.m. and be like, oh, why didn't you call me? You dumb twat! I did. I did.
my my final question is, do you think, because she says that great point and then she says it would be nice if we could hang out,
And
we could
that's
be
where she
friends.
lost me. And that's where she lost me. You Why are you setting yourself up to be upset that he don't love you no more? Everybody's not thinking right now. Nobody's thinking. Nobody's using their noggins. Nobody's using their noggins. Because why are you asking this man to hang out with you? Go talk to that lady on why you think that this
Mhm.
man has to be your friend before this baby gets here. You're not together anymore.
So there goes my question: is do you think subconsciously or consciously Camille is hoping this baby brings Ian back?
Yes. Yes. She was hoping that it happened when she told him. I want her to stop. I want her to stop. This is
So which of the girls are gonna tell her that? Ty, Angie, Quinn. Which of the girls are gonna tell her this baby is not gonna
well, we know it's not
bring
Quinn because that was Quinn's first thing about the pros, which
yeah.
also pissed me off because y'all, hello, she told him she did not want to have a babies. He wanted babies. They broke up. They were still having friends with benefit sex. And then now they have a babies and she chose to keep it. But he has moved on. She has to move on. This is strictly co-parenting. Stop trying to hang out with that man. Cut the
So
check.
you think
Be
it's gonna
there
be
for your
Ty?
baby. Yeah, probably
Who gonna
Ty.
tell her?
Probably Ty or Angie, maybe. I want her to be realistic, and I know that that's a lot because this is a show. But guys, please let her have some sort of sense in the noggin. Stop writing her to be this delusional. It's upsetting me and my homegirls. See, are you not upset?
Hey.
I was like, ugh. It would be nice if we, you don't have to leave right after our appointments. Yes, he does. Because now you're like, oh my gosh, she held my hand for 5 seconds. We're gonna be in love.
And that's the illusion that Quinn is under.
And that's why you see the two delusional friends between, because delusion and delusion. You see how they have built this bubble in their head. Because
Yes.
also, why would you, even though men are easy, why would you be easy? Why would you bring that man to your house? What the hell is wrong with you? Now, what if he. See? No! Oh my god. What? No! Stop linking up on the first day of meeting. You don't know his social security number. You don't know his
Yep.
mama's name. You don't know
Yep.
what his mama stayed. You don't know where he's from. What's his last name? How many siblings does he have? Don't be going to his house. You got a gun? What if he would have took advantage of you?
8 months pregnant.
8 months pregnant. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
She doesn't make smart decisions.
No, it is upsetting me. What? Why?
And on that note,
Guys, have a chat with me in the comments, okay? Because I need somebody to tell me what's going on. Matter of fact, let's tag all the writers because I want to have an open dialogue. Matter of fact, get them on the pod. I need to.
yeah, absolutely.
I need answers. What was the thought process about Camille? Like, if we were going to season 4 and 5, do we see her grow the up? Because the decisions that she's making is not that of one who is an academic. Her critical thinking skills are not working.
Hey, listen, you can be head smart, and that's it.
Her heart, I want her to use her brain because her heart is leading her down stupid decisions.
So, episode 5 and 6, she's 8 months pregnant, and
we're time jumping, so the baby is gonna be here soon.
I think the baby's gonna be here.
I think the baby's gonna be here soon.
So, more explosive action on when that water's gonna break. If Ian's gonna be there, whatever. If Ty is gonna be there, what's gonna happen? We'll just have to tune in and find out.
I think Ian's gonna miss the birth.
Me too.
I think he's gonna miss the birth. Mm-hmm. Sucks to say, but I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Do you think we're gonna see the new boy?
At the birth?
No, just in the following episode. We can't look. Predict.
I was about to say because I was gonna look. I was gonna say,
predict.
Please get him out of here. No.
I don't think. Yeah, I think it's one and done.
I think once she said the whole thing about him wanting Ian to them to be friends, I think that she's going to psych herself out of being with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is a dummy move, just like inviting this man to your home. Now, and then leaving him in there. He know every square foot of your house. Why you outside talking to Ian for 5 minutes? Oh my gosh, girl, this is going to upset me.
Don't let it. We'll calm you down. People in the comments, calm Lola down.
Don't calm me down.
Reach out.
I'm guys. We have to talk. Let's chat. Let's chat.
Yeah.
On that
note, like, subscribe. We're on Blue Sky. We're back on
Twitter.
Yeah, we're back on Twitter.
We're back
of
on
course,
Twitter.
Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you watch podcasts. Check us out. And bye.